fucking shit. This text thing sucks so bad now. This chat thing sucks so bad now. I mean, no shit. I can't even fucking find him half the time. I mean, it's really terrible. If anybody knows a good thing now that Verizon ended their chat, please let me know. I mean, text. Sucks so bad. It's ridiculous. I came out a little early tonight. Stephanie's not going to come on till like 9:30. She's making gingerbread houses or something with her kid. Time to party. Let's rock. And you know, tonight's topic is going to be affairs. If you've had one, if you think they're bad, if you think you can recover from one, are there good reasons for an affair? Is it always wrong? If your spouse had an affair and you found out, could you forgive them? If you had some affairs, if you've had some affairs, I really suggest doing it under another ID. I'm telling you, man, if you're still working or you're running a Girl Scout den or something like that, people who use this shit against you. Me, I don't care. I'm not running for office. Don't have many friends. Out in the middle of nowhere. Crazy. So there's nothing you can use it for. And I certainly don't blame people for not wanting to like talk about it. You know what I mean? I hope James' wife comes on tonight. I know she'd be able to provide some good insight about it. Wasn't supposed to start till 9, but I came on early because you never know. They're saying in that kid that shot those people in that religious school that your parents were married and divorced 3 times. Okay, well, that's bad. Probably unstable, crazy parents. But, I mean, does that make you shoot students? It's nuts. Feel sorry for those people out there, man. Going to a Christian school. You know, not that I'd ever go to one, but I certainly feel bad for people. Hey, Callie, how you doing? Oh, you're in your car on your way home? Yeah, Stephanie's going to be late, too. No hurry. Like I tell people all the time, hey, look, these chats are hit and miss. I do all I can to tell you we're going to have one in advance. I hardly ever do it. Honestly, I'd rather do impromptu chats where we never know what we're going to talk about or how long they're going to last. But this was one that a couple of people expressed interest in. And I thought, well, okay, we'll plan one in advance. I forgot we ran short or something like that. And, you know, sometimes you talk about things and there's no right answer. And that's how this is going to be. So if you've had one, say it was a friend of yours, If you've got another YouTube idea, I hope some people come up tonight. People are really funny about coming up and talking. They just don't like to do it. I'm kind of like that too, for I'll bet 5 years I didn't show my face on anything. It wasn't any real reason for it other than I just think you kind of look like a douche when you're on your own thing, showing your own face. Maybe not, We'll get Michelle on here tonight. Come clean. There's how you'd like it, how it is, and how you'd like it to be, and how it used to be. I mean, there's all sorts of facets. And here's another thing, too. It depends what it's like. Hey, Jeff. Educated to some extent in shooting, messed up. Why she would do that now? Like crazy. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Jeff, you want to come up tonight? It's talking about affairs. Hey, Shyla, you want to come up? Oh, Michigan. Oh, good for you. Shyla, you want to come up tonight and talk about affairs? We're going to get to the bottom line. You're going to walk away, hopefully getting the gist of how people feel. Like all these things. I'm kind of out there myself. I realize that. And if somebody asks me for advice, which you're crazy if you do, I tell people all the time, don't take my advice. Even professionals get sued for advice. It's not really advice. It's my own experience. And it's empirical observation. I've learned probably the most about a lot of things based on empirical observation. That is just looking around, watching, observing things, seeing how things turned out, and learning. And by the time you get this age, you have a bunch of knowledge based on what you knew of firsthand, not necessarily second or third party. And I tell people all that stuff. Girls ask me if they're going to strip, they're going to go out to California, come back to the University of Michigan for the fall. I tell them, don't do it. I've had people ask me about porn. No. Nobody watches more porn than me other than Mark Kropka in Canada. He's got quite a collection himself. Mark?
Hey, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I was just talking. I know Mark's the same way. We just been around a while and we just tell people what we have observed. Not that it's a good idea or advice, right?
Well, I don't like to be too strong opinionated on anything, as you know, but I do have a strong opinion about this, I think. About
really?
Affairs, you mean, in general?
Yeah, I mean, you never had one?
No.
So you're not biased then?
Not at all.
How about this? Do you think less of people that have had one?
There's reasons. I mean, I've heard of people getting into trouble having affairs while they're broken up with their partner.
That's not really a fair, though, is it?
I don't know.
I'm glad you brought that up, though, because if you're in a committed relationship, this gets sticky, too, when you're separated in the process of a divorce and whether or not it's a legal separation. So I never really thought of that. I'm glad you brought it up because I think when you're broken up, I don't think that's an affair. I think an affair is when you say you're at band practice and you got a couple college cheerleaders bent over.
That's right. That's right.
The beach and Lake Erie. Yeah. But I'm not saying that doing that broken up. I mean, there's breaking up and really broken. I don't think that I'd do it now. I don't think it's a good idea, though. I mean, so you think it should be defined when you break up, or you just shouldn't fool around till it's definitely over?
I think it should be defined. If this is a break, is this a breakup? Okay, fine. You go your way. I'm going to go do my thing. I think you should define that right away.
Yeah. How about I'm assuming you wouldn't like open relationships either.
Not for me. I can see how it might work for some people, but not for me. No way. I mean, to each his own. I don't judge people. Yeah. There's all kinds of circumstances out there that make people have relationships like that, want to do that. I mean, that's almost swinging, if you ask me. I mean,
it kind of is. What do you think of swinging? I guess you don't like it.
No, I got nothing against it at all. If it makes you feel good, do it.
You doing anything this weekend?
This weekend. What is this weekend? The 21st. It's Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to have a swingers party.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll bring the Mazzola.
Yeah. Now, I think, for you and Kathy to be around this long, 36 years?
Yeah.
I think she probably thinks a lot of the same way you do.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never been to the point that we would even think of having affairs, and And to me, cheating is you have a bond with a person, and no matter what, even if you break up for a couple of weeks, if you ask me, you
Yeah.
still have that bond until it's for sure
Yeah.
done. Especially if you have a relationship of going back and forth and back and forth. And I've heard of so many times the actual people getting pregnant while temporarily separated.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. You must have watched Jerry Springer, Jenny
Oh yeah,
Jones.
oh yeah. Every episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm not saying that, it's good for any particular class of person,
yeah.
but it seemed to be a lot of white trash on there.
Mm.
I mean, you kind of expected it out of those people.
It was. That was basically what it was. Like not knocking people living in trailers, but
Yeah.
trailer park sort of thing.
Yeah.
Southern trailer park sort of
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah. Now, when you're out there playing, are you too busy playing, or how about during the break? Do you ever suspect any of that kind of crap going on?
What kind of crap?
Couples fooling around that you might recognize, or
Well, I don't. Again, out this way, I don't know that many people, right? So I'm just getting to meet people and learn about.
but how about in your life, even when you were living at the other place?
Yeah, yeah, I've known of affairs. I had one buddy, and I'm not going to mention names.
No, what's his name?
Yeah, he is totally dox him. No,
Okay.
but his wife was having an affair with her boss,
Mhm.
and he was giving them stuff. Like he gave him a Harley Davidson to drive for free for years. He actually gave her a Harley Davidson Sportster done up nice, hers model to keep. And they would get gifts like that. And I don't know if he was suspicious or what, or he knew what was going on. He never let on to it until later.
No
When it was
kidding.
all over, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'd say overall it's not a bad idea. But I know, I was mentioning one time in a chat that we had I knew it was a couple that Jeff and Sue, their name was. They were like famous up in northern Michigan for like 35 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they had mentioned to me one time that there were like some couples that ended up getting divorced from people just innocently, taking pictures of them playing while people were dancing. And it's like, I thought you were fishing.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of a form of lying, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're betraying the person.
Do you think it's any worse for the man than it is the woman?
It's even.
It's even. That's what I think too.
For sure.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, that's right. Now I don't know about Canada, but in the United States, it's no fault divorce. So even if you've got, if a PI like me's got 50 hours of you screwing your secretary in a park bench, doesn't do you any good.
oh, yeah.
No fault, doesn't matter. Now there are obscure cases sometimes with child custody. Somebody told me it could make a difference. I don't know if it can or not, but the last time I knew that it couldn't. Oh, here Denise said she grew up the mother that ran around. My mom had affairs. My damn old dumbass dementia sister told me that. She didn't have dementia when she told me either. You ever have people that just tell you things that you'd be better off not knowing? And there's no reason for them to tell you other than just be a big asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
My sister was like that. Why would she tell me 10 years ago my mom was banging the landlord? I mean, what good comes out of that? My mom's not around. My dad's not around. I mean, she think that was going to make me feel good?
Yeah, I'm kind of like pushing your face deeper into it.
Yeah, I think it's just weird. I was I had heard rumors like that, but who knows?
Yeah.
Back then, it was a big deal. But my dad told me that affairs were prevalent, and like he'd be 105 now if he was alive. He said gays were always chasing him too when he was young. It was like nothing, everybody knew what was what. It wasn't like all this closeted stuff like you'd think.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So who knows, I don't know. I just think that I think this, but until you walked in their shoes, I mean, you have a nice girlfriend. What if you didn't? You might think about this entirely different.
Yeah. There's now getting over to reasons that people have affairs. There's all kinds of circumstances. You could have a wife that just doesn't want to give out at all, and you're young and still got you're in your good years and still got a lot of humping to do, and frustrated, and some would say that go get it somewhere else. Then
Yeah. Do you think a married man or a married woman, well, married man, I don't know too many married women that see male prostitutes, but do you think a guy seeing an escort or a prostitute would be a kind of an affair?
it is for sure. I mean,
Yeah. How
whether
about
it's
watching pornography and hiding it? Is that an emotional affair?
see, there's shaky ground for sure. There's gray area there.
Sounds like you watch porn.
Well, I don't, but I got nothing against it.
Hey, Melanie.
And I've seen porn before,
Yeah.
but I don't watch. I don't watch like you. I'm not a regular watcher.
Yeah.
I got nothing against it at all. I think it's a form of expression in a way, and
I'll say.
and it's got its uses. So I
Yeah.
mean, I found it really cheesy though, right? Because I grew up in the '70s watching that shit.
Yeah.
That stuff. Well, you, some would say they're quality movies back then.
I
We were,
thought they were better in a lot of ways. I mean, this amateur stuff sucks. I mean, I don't have time to go through OnlyFans. But what's the
yeah,
difference in me watching a porn and you staring at some 18-year-old in a string bikini on walking down the beaches of Lake Erie?
yeah.
You're doing the same thing I am.
I don't think there's anything wrong with looking. I don't gawk. I
That's
never.
all I'm doing is looking. And I'm watching a movie.
But
Unfortunately,
like
do you think pornography could damage a marriage?
I think it could make it healthier in some ways. I
Now we're
mean, it's that
talking.
old adage. Look all you want, just make sure you come home to eat. You
Well,
can
it
get
depends
your
who
appetite.
you're asking. I have never met a woman that liked watching porn. They'll watch it, because they know you want to. I don't want. First of all, I don't like. I never wanted women watching porn with me. It didn't do
Yeah,
a thing to me. I wish they'd just get lost. They ask questions, talk too much,
yeah.
bait it. And
Really?
really, I've in all the women I've known through friends, jobs, girlfriends, stuff like that. I've
Yeah,
never really met a woman that would like have her secret stash of porn and watch it.
yeah, yeah. I never known any either.
And I think if I did, I'd like, geez, think what's going on here?
Yeah, it's not
Because
like
it seems like kind of a male-dominated thing, and a lot of women at least say that they degrade women, which I know some of them do. I don't watch it for that, and
yeah,
I never really saw, it wasn't that kind of porn. I don't think. I mean, it didn't seem. I never once watched a porno movie and thought, God, this is so great, man. Is he degrading her? I never really. I mean, I
I
know porn
I've
is
seen some.
out there like that, but that
Yeah,
wouldn't interest me.
yeah. The guys when they're choking them and slapping them in the face with their phallus and spitting on them and
Yeah.
slapping them and shit like that. I think that's kind of shitty.
What if they want it? What if they want it?
Yeah, I mean, there's people that want to be treated like that, but I think making the film about it, well, maybe there's an audience for that too. That it helps them. I don't know. I just think it's kind of shitty, and I don't like watching it. It makes me feel.
What if a woman was slapping the hell out of a guy? Would you feel better?
No, I think any form of abuse or violence, semi-violence like that.
How about whipping, spankings?
Again, I mean, people do it, and it's for them, and it's healthy. It works for them. But movie-wise, I don't know. How far do you go? How far can I go? How far do you go
Yeah.
before?
I guess they have secret words or something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. I'm glad I don't like it. I mean, my God, it's hard enough just dating, let alone bringing that up.
well, yeah.
They must have to meet at like blogs or something.
I don't know.
I mean, you're not gonna. What's the likelihood of running into someone like that just in the normal course of dating? I think they must probably meet each other at events or something. It just seems so hard.
What do
I
you
think
mean?
it'd be
Like
difficult.
meeting for the first time?
No, like people like getting beat and stuff.
Oh yeah. Like how do they meet? Hey, you're one of
Yeah,
us. You're
yeah.
like me.
Well, I do know that, and there probably are some alternative sites out there where if you like that stuff, probably can check that box.
Yeah, there's probably impersonal ads too. Don't they
Yeah,
have?
but they really cut down on those because, they got rid of the back page and they got rid of Craigslist.
Right.
And then it was human trafficking. And then they were doing it through personal ads. So I don't really know what the status of that is now. I know, women that have put their profiles out there on dating things.
Yeah.
It's been a nightmare for them.
Yeah. All kinds of crazies coming.
And I know those places pay people to lead you on.
Really?
Yeah. They'll pay just like customer service for Microsoft or GoPro or anybody. For $5 a day, they're willing to do whatever. I mean, you're not really talking to them. You're just chatting back and forth.
Yeah.
So instead of, picking rice, you're banging away at a keyboard for 3 times as much. Why not?
Yeah.
And they say a lot of those people are just lonely. Maybe that's true.
Could be.
Yeah, I know a couple people that got married off dating sites.
That's. I wonder how often that really happens. I mean, I think.
But how often does meeting anybody anywhere really happen? I mean, you cast that net. You're here, they're there. You know people. You run into people, and as it turns out, it's all different ways. People you worked with, that kind of stuff. Hey, Shane, how you doing? People that you worked with, people that you met on a dating site, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that, a lot of who you end up with and how it works out is the luck of the draw. I mean, you may just not meet good candidates your whole damn life.
Yeah. Maybe that one Mrs. Special or Mr.
Yeah,
Special.
I think there's more than one if you're normal. But I think once you get up past 35, 40, good luck. Which kind of circles me back to the affair things, because I worked on 2 famous cases. And part of that was reading the diaries of the women that were murdered.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized through that and other things subsequent to that once a woman is professional and she's divorced or whatever, maybe never married, and she's 55 and she's looking for that certain type guy, maybe with equal income and lifestyle and what have you, the chances of her meeting a good guy is almost zero. And a lot of them that wouldn't have had affairs younger have them then because it's that or nothing.
Right.
So, a crunch and munch. So, I don't think one party, just like, 2 to tango, I don't think one party is at any more fault than the other, including prostitution. I mean, the Johns are equal to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But when it's all said and done, is it really that big a deal if it doesn't happen to you? I mean, people are people. No one's holding a gun to their head trying to get them to do it.
Well,
right? I told you I had an old Jewish lady tell me horror houses save more marriages than they broke up. Now, I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm sure they saved quite a few, though, because the regular, the marriage that would have been broken up a long time ago because the little lady doesn't want to give out or vice versa.
Yeah.
He goes down and gets surfaced, however his regular it works, and he's happy, and they live happily ever after.
Yeah, right. And, it's like you look at, professions, the priesthood, politicians. I mean, I'm not saying it's any better now than it ever been, but it seems like, I don't want to say it's accepted more, but it doesn't seem to bother people like it used to. I mean, look at Donald Trump. He just got elected and paid $140,000 to an ex-porno queen out of campaign funds.
Yeah, nobody cared.
I'm assuming hush money. Hey, Debbie and Dave. I don't know what you'd shut her up about. I mean, what do you think they did? Play tiddlywinks?
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, is it though? Well, it'd be a shame if you got in just as much trouble for, there's some guys like geisha girls. They hold the guy's hand. 1 out of 100 of them has sex, and it's flirting and, joking, and maybe tomorrow and maybe next week, and they go on vacations and all sorts of things and never have sex. Yeah, and I knew a girl that stripped out in Vegas, which was big business 20 years ago. 6-foot rule, none of that lap dance crap. And she made an absolute killing. And she was a very well-spoken, good-looking, charming lady. And it was, who she made her most money off of?
No.
Professional athletes when they were in town playing a game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Because it never doesn't go anywhere, and it's all flirty stuff. And, they're giving the girls their number and they never call. And maybe that's part of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. the chase is a big part of it.
I don't think I'd be going to too many whorehouses very long if that's all it was chit-chatting.
Yeah, well,
I'd be
that's
looking for a new one.
kind of brass
I mean, that
tacks.
may work for some people.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
do you have massage parlors over there?
oh yeah.
Now, are they up and up, or are they
have
have
now.
$100 ending?
Hold on, let me think now what we do have even
Hey,
now,
Ray.
because the laws have changed again, and
Hey, Anthony.
I don't keep up on them because it doesn't really pertain to me.
Yeah.
But they're really trying to clean things up so that there's not so many girls walking the streets, and more things are done over telephone lines
Yeah.
and through services. Um, and I don't think they're hassling the girls for that. I'm not sure what our actual status here in Canada now is for
Yeah, you guys are pretty liberal, though, aren't you?
very liberal as far
Well,
as
you wouldn't think they'd. I mean, I wouldn't count massage parlors. I mean, all the time is prostitution, even though I guess they kind of are, a lot of them. I mean, they used to be all over in Ann Arbor and stuff, and they don't do it anymore. And again, that came back to, everything's sex trafficking now.
yeah. At one point, they used to be advertised down Main Street, like
Yeah.
Yonge Street in Toronto.
Yeah,
Huge
youngsters. Yeah,
neon signs, girls, 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 and
yeah,
rub parlor here,
yeah.
or whatever. But they cleaned all that up, and you don't see any of that anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's all over phone lines too. I mean, do you think guys should be able to go out and have sex with women for money?
Should it be legal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it should be too.
yeah. I mean, it would solve a lot of problems for a lot of men, and probably take a lot of some crime off the streets. As far as I don't know how many rapes it would deter by.
I don't
But,
think it. I don't think it deter any. If you look at the stats and you look at studies, by and
right,
large, that's a crime of violence.
yeah, not so much a sex thing. You mean?
Yeah, sex thing. Yeah. I mean, it is, because you're getting raped and penetration and all that, but it starts out with hating women and beating them up and,
Yeah,
weird.
dominating them
Yeah,
and
dominating them. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, everybody says it's okay, but would you want one right next door to you?
rub parlors.
A horror house.
No, of course not.
Yeah, so why not? It's okay.
Why wouldn't I want one next door?
Yeah,
Well, because it's if you're gonna have them, you have them like where they started having the strip clubs
yeah.
in industry parts of town. Not
Oh, like zoning.
yeah, have
Gotcha.
them in like by the airport where you're gonna
Yeah,
have people looking for entertainment like that, and
yeah,
by where major industry is, where people are gonna go at lunchtime after work
yeah.
and look for whatever they're looking for. I
Do you
think that's
think that
a
any?
better
Do you
story to
think
me.
that anybody that hires a prostitute is kind of a loser?
To well, no. I mean, I'm sure there's a circumstance, and you're down and you can't pick up a woman on your own, and or sometimes it's just a matter of convenience. There's no hugging or snuggling or any of that afterwards. You can just say thank you, ma'am, and see you next time, and
You been
not
reading
worry
my
about
Have you been reading my diary?
it. No, but I've been taking notes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good memory, excellent memory. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. But on the affairs thing, I don't know. I mean, how about this? If you knew, let's take for an example, like if somebody found out like their significant other had an affair 30 years ago. I mean, is there a timeline for when this doesn't matter anymore? I mean, would that bother you if you knew like your significant other had one 30 years ago?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
Just
think that's healthy?
to hold to what part of it? I mean, there's a lot there.
Well, you're mad at something that whatever happened to forgiving?
Yeah, there's time for that later.
Hey,
Now
30. Oh,
now's the finding out about it and the betrayal part.
do you
Because
think it's possible to get sold on it in a more comfortable way? In other words, if the circumstances were spelled out, you'd feel better than just some mandingo that got out of a prison truck at lunchtime that was.
yeah.
There's different levels. I think this matters in a little bit.
Yeah, it would. And what are you saying? Am I, if there's a reason that it
No, I'm
happened?
saying let's take hypothetically, if your significant other had an affair,
Yeah,
it'd be one thing to be a neurosurgeon compared to like an NFL player with a 10-inch cock.
right.
Wouldn't it?
So,
Wouldn't it be different?
if to who? What are you saying?
You.
To me?
The quality of the guy. Would you feel less damaged when you knew the
Oh,
guy
I see
looked
what
like
you
Pee
mean.
Wee Herman rather than hung like a horse and made
I
30
see what
million a
you
year?
mean. No, I think it'd still be whatever the reasons that she chose.
Not me. Not me. I'd feel much better about her, Pee Wee Herman.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you have to lose
I'm
it.
not saying I'd get over it very easy, but how do you get over that anyway?
Nah, I don't know.
What do? Just bullshit yourself? Pay some Jewish psychiatrist to drug you up for 6 months? There's some people this doesn't bother, Mark,
Yeah, I know. Like
and I
probably
just can't figure
my
that out
buddy
for the
graduated
life of. I
with
can't figure that out for the life of me. I think I'm dwell. Are you vindictive?
not
Well,
really.
maybe you get over it then.
I don't know though. That's one betrayal that I don't think I would.
Now Melody doesn't think she'd get over it.
I think I'd
How
be
about?
mad.
Do you think getting even helps?
Oh, I don't think that's getting even is ever a solution. That's
Yeah, that's childish, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think that most relationships that you know about as adults, that it's like 50-50, or do you notice some where the guy kind of rules the house? In other words, is your relationship the same as your brother's with women?
Um, Probably similar.
Okay. Do you know
I
guys
mean,
that are just dominated by their wife?
yeah. That doesn't really happen in our family. Well, all three of us are pretty well, kind of more or less. I don't want to say run the household, but it's everything's happened because of decisions we made to like where we live and no, I guess it's 50-50. I don't want to make it sound like it's not, but
Well, which is it now? First you said it is, now you said it isn't.
well, I
Or
mean,
it isn't, and now it is.
I think I
Well, you
drive the
did
house.
kind of. I'm not talking about the financial aspect. I'm talking about the mental.
Everything else is 50-50 like that.
Right. Do you
But
think it would change in relationships with men and women if the women had just as much money as the men?
it does for some. It makes some men can't get over that, can they? Some men, when their wife starts earning more, they feel inadequate,
Yeah.
like losers.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you had your brothers, though, would you rather make more, or you'd rather have her make more?
if she could make more than me, that would be awesome. More for us in the end.
Yeah. I wish I could feel that way, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, eh?
No, I
Wow.
don't think I would. To be honest with you, no.
Because you're old fashioned in that factor, in that matter.
I
Because
don't know.
I
I
think,
think I used to be an insane control freak, but I'm not any. I'm too
uh,
old now to do it.
oh
I think
yeah.
that's a way of control, don't you?
Well, in a way, yeah, maybe.
You keep your mouth shut. You say everything's 50. You keep your mouth shut. You say everything's split down the middle when you're at a cocktail party, and she couldn't leave if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some of these things that you're never gonna. You have relationships and they're hard to replace, and sometimes you wish you could have done better. You could have done worse. People, when they tell me they don't settle, I find that hard to believe. I think in one aspect or another, nobody ever admits it because, especially when you're still with them. My God, who would do that? You have to be crazy. But there's things, you have different relationships with different people. And if you could take 10 women you were with as an adult man and pick the best part of all 10, you'd have it fucking made.
Yeah.
Life doesn't work that way.
No, it
And you're
doesn't.
certainly never going to do that. And you can't fall for these stupid tricks, when women try and pry shit out of you. It's like, asking your wife how big the dicks were on her prior boyfriends. They can never remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the ones that do, they're not going with them anymore. I mean, there's certain things that women just have that's like the smart ones, like the geisha girls. They know what and what not to say. I think what not to say is more important than what to say.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What to hold back and when to be quiet and listen,
Yeah. I just think that, when it really gets down. I mean, if you run into couples before that you've met and you were just shocked they'd been together that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know couples where either spouse could have done better, in your opinion?
As far as a better spouse picking wise?
Yeah.
Like, wow, man,
Yeah.
she done a lot better than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And did some do better than you expected them to?
And some have done better than I expected them to.
Yeah. Boy, you just never know. I think it's always interesting when you meet people, you're kind of always curious what their spouse is like because, you don't always marry like the one you love the most, the one that was the best looking, the one that had the best sense of humor, best job, best career, going to be the best mother. It's weird who pulls the trigger and why for marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like it's a step down sometime. It's not the highest level, maybe. You just kind of agree to it, You're 35, you're looking at each other. I tell people all the time, look across from each other. If you could have done better, you would have. Yeah. And it's interesting to see how couples kind of like equal out with everything. Looks, money, education. I mean, if you've got a PhD, you're not probably going to marry a plumber. Nothing wrong with it. It's just when you're out there in the dating world, it's, thank you. Thank you, Coast. When you're out there in the dating world, it's just, I don't want to marry a plumber. And in hindsight, I bet plenty of women wish they had. But life doesn't work that way. You get brainwashed. You're biased. You're spoiled as a kid. They're promoting the cheerleaders and the prom queen. I think they ought to do away with all that shit. High school prom queen, beauty contest, all that stuff. It's just a false ceiling that gets, hey, Squishy, get people thinking this shit's real and it's not. Like when I was young, or even when I was like in my mid 30s, people started canceling the bathing suit thing in a beauty contest. Like, what the fuck, man? Why? I want to see them in a bathing suit. And then now that I'm mature and I'm older, it's stupid to see some 30-year-old woman walk out in a fucking bathing suit.
Being judged by.
Yeah, so ignorant, man. The light bulb finally came on.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's just stupid. I mean, I like a good-looking woman too, but it's part of being judged to win some stupid contest.
Yeah, I know. In that fashion.
I used to really be into photography big time. I started out, just bullshit pictures, blurry, kind of like the ones I upload now. And they're going to stay like that too, because it's not a judging contest to me. I'm not spending 20 minutes waiting for a squirrel to turn the right way. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. And I won 2 good photography contests. You think I'd feel good about it? I didn't. You know why? Because I shouldn't have won them, in my opinion. And I knew when they gave me first prize, it was really bullshit. And I realized how it was all subjective bullshit. And I had a pretty good idea what good photography was like. And I thought, man, you dumbasses made me I'm never doing this again. Because I realized last place was just as good as first. And if that's true, then why do it to begin with?
Well, why did they choose you to win?
I don't know. Some stupid shit. Just some, stupid. Is Mark, he's over in Canada. It's just, I don't know. It's subjective. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's valid, like YouTube subscribers and views. If I'd have had that happen young, I'd have probably actually thought my dumb ass did something. But by that time, I was always an older guy and kind of figured out how things worked. And it was all false bullshit. So from the day one, I never paid a goddamn bit attention to it. Could care less. It's bullshit. How many subscribers you have, all that shit. Other than having a channel.
Yeah.
People want to like build a channel, and you get sucked into. His name's Mark Kropka. You get sucked into a false contest that does not mean jack shit. I mean, when you're in the NFL, NHL, pro athlete, okay, I get that. Okay, that's why you make $30 million, right? But not this kind of stupid shit. In photography and beauty contests.
Yeah. Well,
stupid, man.
But I just hate to see. I thought, some of the stuff you do is really nice. Like, I really like it. And I hate to see you not to take credit where credit is due, because maybe you did indeed deserve to win that contest. And you're just, you're just not looking at your work the same way as they are.
Yeah, right. So I just certain things like that. I think I do think this though. I do think I'm kind of a loner guy.
Yeah.
And then one day, the girl that does the cruise ships. Tweety. So Tweety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she does the cruise things and stuff like that. And, sometimes you just get awakened on certain things that you weren't thinking about. And, everybody has like a personality, different kinds of personality. And, demonetize what I meant. And she said, well, of course you're like that because, you can just go on and start a chat and start talking with people. And that's not that easy for me to do. And if you look at her videos compared to mine, they're 1,000 times better. And that's a perfect example of YouTube. It's true. Because she told me she put like 50 miles, 50 hours on every video that she uploaded. Fuck, man. I haven't spent 50 hours editing, and I got 22,000 on. I'm not doing it, man. It's just fucking around.
That's a lot of time.
Well, it's stupid, man. This isn't like a movie. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you like having enough where you can get people to show up, but it's not like a pissing contest. I don't know why they show up. I'm sure I get plenty of people because they think I'm just fucking nuts. And, I'm not running for office, so I can afford to, speak in my own twisted, biased way. And you can't really do that if you got a job or you got kids in a school system or something. And I'm not saying it's true or valid or anything. It's the only thing I can think of. Because there's a lot of good channels. I mean, you go on YouTube, you'll see like neurosurgeons. They'll come up with some, thing that saves somebody from dying. Be like 10 viewers. Took 100 hours to, it just does none of the stuff. Same with who would ever want to be famous? You know what I mean? I sure wouldn't. Would you?
Super famous, so you can't walk down the street without getting mauled and.
Yeah, so fucking stupid. Thankfully, lately through this election, we won't get into that, but I like the idea that everybody's telling Hollywood to get fucked.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, who cares what those people think? I hope they all move to Europe and never come back.
Where do you start?
This $20 million a picture thing is over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Hollywood's always been put on the pedestal as the people there are royalty, and
they say horse. You know who else is falling apart? This royal family. They're turning out to be a bunch of dysfunctional honey boo-boos too.
No kidding.
What do you think? They just kept it under wraps all these years?
You know what? I think it's more that the English people are more and more realizing that it was an incredible waste of money, and that to basically put, like, a lot of British people aren't following them anymore and don't support them anymore at all.
Now, what do you think caused that?
I think maybe poverty in a way.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Never thought of that.
Oh, come on. I mean, they're up there with lots of money, living in royal palaces, and just on the other side of the gates are homeless, and so you can see the stark contrast right there. And
And I think some of it too is be careful what you wish for. I mean, here you got Princess Diana, and she marries that fucking goober,
yeah,
and just couldn't take it anymore. And now, isn't this black chick getting rid of the one son? Are they broke up now?
Harry and
Yeah,
Meghan, I think it is.
yeah. Aren't they breaking up?
Oh, I don't know. Are they? Is that the
Yeah, I
lady?
saw something. I mean, they seem fucking crazy too. And the other one just lays low. I guess she's got cancer. Anybody know how she's doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kate?
Yeah,
What a bunch of bullshit just to put on that fake facade all the
Yes.
time.
He had Kate's husband, William. He
Yeah.
had an affair recently too. Right?
Yeah, I know. What a dumbass. But I think Kate's got some kind of cancer.
Yeah, she
God,
is-
man. I mean,
got over treatment, and I heard something about her making her first appearance since the treatment
oh, well, good luck to her.
was recently. Yeah,
I mean, it'd be embarrassing to anybody. That's the another weird facet of it too. Embarrassing. Why is it embarrassing? You didn't do it. They did. I guess you just feel bad that you're hooked up with someone that made you look like such a, I don't know. What do you even call someone that's been cheated on? Just an innocent clown? It's not flattering.
yeah,
I mean, you really feel shitty, wouldn't you?
yeah.
That happened in my little town up in West Branch. A guy came home from work and the UPS was banging his wife, right in the bedroom.
That's another form of delivery.
Sure
That's
was, man.
extra
Didn't have
special.
to sign for it either. And they got married and later had a kid. Must have done
Wow.
something good. Wow.
Perfect.
Probably staring at each other for over a year and it finally happened. But what a way to start a relationship. Now, those are the kind you expect to not make it.
Yeah, they're sort of
Two people that just don't play by the rules.
yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
they
betrayal.
belong together. Maybe they should be together. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Maybe they should be together. Exactly right.
Like one of the
You know-
reasons I would never do it is because I would have a rough time living with myself.
Oh, yeah, that's because you'd be a fucking quadriplegic.
Yeah, never mind. I wouldn't have any limbs left. I'd be paralyzed. I'd be a
Yeah, if
torso.
Kathy ever caught you fucking around, she would kill you and the woman.
You ever see the chainsaw scene? I think it's from Scarface, where they carve a guy up with a chainsaw in a bathroom,
No.
shower enclosure. I thought it was Scarface, and that's what she'd do. That's what she'd do to me. I'd come.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be too. Yeah, now here's a weirdo, the Swiss lactate. There ain't no fucking way I'm allowing them up. Swiss lactate. You know, that's a fucking guy jacking off.
Swiss
I think-
lactate.
Well, yeah. You know, I think you were going to porn bomb me. They'd come up with a different name than that.
It's a handle.
Like
of someone.
Rita H or some shit. I click on there, some guy fucking beating off. Hey,
Yeah.
Mark, when you're on this damn, oh, here's a private chat. I never look at these. What's this say? It's me, Swiss. Yeah, I don't know Swiss. I don't know who you are, man. Mark, on this fucking StreamYard though, how do you? No, they're in the back room or whatever they call it, back chat. How do you talk to these fuckers before you let them on the actual chat? Do you know?
You can't have vocal talk with them. You have to do it through text.
You mean on a phone?
No, through the private chat.
Oh,
Where
okay. Let me try that.
You can talk back to them.
Not like typing.
Yeah. See at the bottom, chat with everyone.
Oh yeah, let me ask them. They say, "Can I come up?"
You just let them up. They're here. Hello?
No, because they might be jacking off.
No, they're right here. You let them. Who's this? Swiss lactate? I see their symbol.
You know, I didn't mean to. Fucking hand hit it. I don't want those fuckers up here. They should have fucking started beating off right away.
They're getting it ready.
Yeah, you know, as it turns out, it's oh, she's a real person? Hey, will you guys look up that Swiss lactate? Yeah, fake name. Who would name himself Swiss lactate? Especially if you knew me.
Yeah. I
Hey,
know.
check that that thing out, Swiss Lactate. And they could put a fake channel names too, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a drama channel. Yeah, fuck that then. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, she's live. Yeah, fuck Swiss Lactate.
She's live and she wants to come on live.
But the person, Swiss is cool. No, these are. See, they fucked up. They got two people that just came on that right after she did that are kind of supporting her. So I know it's fake. You guys are so stupid. I would think you guys would be smarter than this. So I'm going to get rid of them. Yeah, no, see you guys. It's too bad. Nice try. If you're a little smarter, you might have got on. Yeah, I got rid of them. I'm a real person. Mark knows me. She says, Stephanie Dawson. That's who I'm not talking about. I'm not letting this fucking Swiss Lactate on.
We know Stephanie Dawson.
Yeah, but she's not the one trying to get on. Stephanie, you weren't trying to get on, were you? It's this fucking Swiss Lactate.
Were you trying to come up?
Need better fake names. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get on here and do that shit. It's already happened to me. But you got to come up with a better name than that. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, I'm not doing it. But Mark,
you know what to do
all
next
the bullshit and all the bells and whistles on these chats that you could talk to these fucking clowns and see if they're real. Really, though, if you think about it, that may not matter either, because they can put anything they want. Like when I got nailed on that one, it said like Reverend so and so. We were talking about religion.
Yeah.
I clicked on the fucking thing and some guy beating off.
Yeah, I remember.
So just because it's like you can use anything you want for this to come up on the backstage, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck them then. They're not
you
coming
can give
on.
yourself any title you want.
Treehouse, I know her. See, if she came up, that'd be fine. Hey, Treehouse, how you doing? We were talking about different things, affairs, that kind of thing. Not doing it, Swiss Lactate. I'm gonna kick him off the studio. I just can't believe it. Yeah, fuck yeah. She come up 3 times too. She knows she's really trying to fuck me.
You blocked me.
Yeah, I got rid of him. No way. And this Centura Bicon, I bet that's another scammer too. Click on that channel, see if it's real, Mark. That's another thing too. See, when you're on StreamYard, you should be able to click on there like you can YouTube and see if it's a real person or a troublemaker.
I keep a tablet going at the side. Who did you want me to check?
This fucking one on here on Centura Vicon. Oh my God, Treehouse married a plumber. Yeah, bad example. I'm sorry.
Plumbers make good money. You heard that joke, didn't you? Where Treehouse didn't tell you there.
I believe Treehouse. But here's the deal. If you're going to put on one of those porn bombs, you could use Treehouse's avatar, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, well, what's the sense of it then? I mean, you can get it I should either let them all up or not let any of them on. Aren't you? For some reason, I thought Treehouse was divorced or single or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can see a Centura. Yeah, that's another way of trolling. Can you see me?
But you know how to get rid of them quick if they are a porn bomb, eh?
Yeah, but it's too late because they're already waiting to fuck you.
They're on for a second or two before.
Yeah, that's all they need to be on, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the way that, you know what I mean? So that's why it's so, Swiss lactate. Tate. Now, somebody's texting me. That's probably another fucking. These people are pretty good at, I'm not saying I can't get fucked, but it's not going to be easy. Stephanie just texted me. She's on her way home.
Oh, cool.
She made gingerbread cookies today. No, I'd love to have other people come up here and talk, but you better be the real McCoy. I thought that Treehouse, do you have that happen on your thing sometimes? It's like I get people mixed up. I don't talk to them for a long time. And another thing too, I've had people come on like the last few days that I've been gone for 4 or 5 years. Well, okay, welcome back, but I don't remember them. I mean, I don't know where'd you go?
Yeah, what happened?
Plumber.
4 or 5 years. Wow.
But I mean, it's the kind of person. I mean, I think plumber's a good way to make a living.
Well, you heard the joke where the guy has a plumber over, and the plumber's there for 5 minutes, and he tells the guy, "Okay, that'll be $450." And the guy says, "I'm a lawyer, and I don't make that much money." And the plumber says, "Neither did I when I was a lawyer."
Yeah, and about it, isn't it? Isn't that the truth? Hey, speaking of plumbers, did you get tagged with that bill you sprung for on the leaky basement?
Fighting it now. I have the plumbers now. The city told me that the plumbers did unnecessary work, and the plumbers
Oh,
didn't.
I knew they'd do some shit like that.
Yeah, so now I have the plumber. I'm at the stage where I have the plumbers calling the city and providing them with any information that they need as far as footage and
No shit, huh?
yeah, I'll be
Why don't you
back.
have that brother fuck him?
Yeah, he's next. He's going to write a letter or make a call. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, tell him to sue the hell out of all of them. Cost him more than $8,000.
I already called my local MP. I did a few things on my own. I set a couple of fires.
Those cities are famous for that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Well, as soon as I told the plumber, look, the city accused you of doing, false labor.
He got pissed, didn't he?
He got pissed. I said
Yeah,
that.
what a time to tell a guy. Great move.
Yeah, and
You should have said they also said he might be gay.
yeah, shifty.
Yeah.
Or shifty.
Steals when he's in there. Looks through your wife's underwear drawer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Goes through a pocketbook.
Why not? I mean, city. I didn't think they were like that. Sounds like something the United States would do. Detroit, especially.
Yes,
I thought you guys were straighter than that.
Yeah, small city, Public
Yeah, is it
work.
working pretty good now?
I don't know. I got to make a call tomorrow and see what comes.
No, but I mean, you're not getting any of that water in the basement anymore, are you?
Oh yeah, no, they're ripping the street up. They were out. All the services have marked the road where they're going to cut, and they're going to be breaking open the road. And then there's my other evidence there. Then why I have all new plastic piping under my house? Why, are you guys ripping up the road? Obviously, it's been your fault, and I paid all this money to tell you guys that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fair. Swiss Lactate sending me a thing saying I blocked her. I shouldn't have done it.
Sending you a text?
No, that private message thing.
Oh, backstage.
Does that name ring a bell with anybody? Swiss Lactate? Does anybody recall that? Stephanie is in Swiss Lactate Live. Oh, is she really? Hey, this is Stephanie Dawson. I'm going to get rid of her too. Stephanie Dawson. Yeah, good job, Pug. I know Pug parrots these people on. I thought you said that Stephanie Dawson. Be careful for her in your chat. She's on that Swiss Lactate Live. See how these trolls work?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get rid of her though. Stephanie's a troublemaker too. She thinks she wanted to ask me about Tiffany H. Yeah, well, during a chat where we're not talking about. I'm getting rid of this Stephanie Dawson for good too. See you, Steph. I didn't know you were a drama queen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't want to have anything to do with those fucking people.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Fucking troublemaking scammers.
Yeah, they tried to fuck you good at one point.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, forget it. See, that's another form of trolling. You come on, you start talking about things that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't ascertain on your own by now, she's a fucking crook, there's something wrong with you. You don't need to come on a chat where we're talking about something else. And a Stephanie Dawson's going to come in and help so she can get lost too. So be careful with her in your chat. Now that she knows we're friends, she'll try and bang you down the road too.
Knows me.
What's that?
She said Mark knows me. She had used my name there too.
Yeah. Well, she might not do that bullshit on your thing.
No, I never noticed any of that, We don't
Yeah,
have any.
but a lot of them will lay low, remain. I sure will, Coast. I'll do that. Yeah, I love Montana. I've been out there in 4 years last September. Kalispell. Hey, Chillin, how you doing? Yeah, it's just it's just odd to me that, people that don't like me, I don't like them. Why are you here? Hey, Simple Truth, how you doing? It's Simple Truth now. I know who that should be, but I don't think that avatar is right. Does that? I'm getting paranoid now.
Yeah.
Paranoid's good. Is that the real Simple Truth?
I don't know Simple Truth.
Yeah, you do.
Simple Life.
Oh, that's what it is. Simple Life. Yeah, I got it mixed up. Yeah, Simple Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simple Life. Thanks. Have you seen? But I don't know. Didn't she change her name or something like that? Did you ever hear from her?
Simple Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Oh, okay, so that's still her name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How's she doing?
She's doing good. She's working and things are busy for her. She's been keeping away from YouTube a lot, and she's come back to say hi and stuff, but she hasn't been hanging around on it.
Yeah, she had some health problems.
Yeah, she got over that, and everything's been checking out good for her.
Oh, good for her. Well, good luck to her.
Yeah, she's been cancer free for a while.
Oh, good. And last time I'd heard something from her, I guess she got a job. Oh,
Yeah.
videos with kids. Which one's that, Frisky? Thanks
Hold
for
on.
checking on that. Frisky
Okay.
said videos with kids. She's been on 10 years. Who's that? Simple Truth. Remember, my family has 50 acres outside West Branch. I don't, I mean, I'd like to say yeah, but when's the last time I talked to you, Simple Truth? I was trying to chat with you. I'm a big fan. I come in peace. Yeah. Yeah, I never heard of this stuck away sissy swishalissus, but that's bullshit too. I don't believe it. Oh, Simple Truth? Okay. Well, come on up then, Simple Truth. My apologies. I'm getting this mixed up with Simple Truth and Simple Life. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. I mean, they're close. Maybe I'm not getting Alzheimer's, but I knew I hadn't recognized name in a long time. There's so many like fake names coming all the time. You're getting rid of you. You're just like, you get, like I said, I'm getting paranoid. Oh, sorry, Simple Truth. Yeah, 50 acres outside West Branch. You want to come up and chat? You don't need to show your face.
Come on up and say hi, Simple Truth.
It's been a while. That does happen from time to time. I just don't remember them. I don't remember the name. People come on, they're gone for 3 or 4 years.
Oh, how are you going to? So many people come and go.
Yeah, they really do. A lot of them, and for some strange, weird reason, people are coming up that have been gone like a long time. They ask questions, and some of them I remember, some of them I don't. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, a lot of people join watching the prostitute interviews, and I haven't done those in a long time. So if that's why you join, makes sense. You're not around anymore.
Yeah.
Or you don't go up on live, so it's okay. That's all right. Well, large group. Yeah, you never know with people coming on. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I bet you money on this. I'll bet you 15 or 20 of them are people connected with these porn bombers. See, Goddess Dancer. Never heard of her. Why are you being mean? See, this is from drama community. Oh, Simple Truth is a drama community. See, but this Jersey could be a troublemaker too. See, this is a lot of these people up here right now. You'll get a bunch of them, just finding ways. I'm going to get rid of them all. Yeah, I never heard of these people. Yeah, busy trying to get in here. They sure are. Yeah, I think this just now. I could make a mistake, but it's no problem. Now, does anybody remember this Jersey? I don't. Do you?
I don't know. I don't
Pug,
know.
do you remember Jersey Drifter? Pug? Yeah, they're trying to get in here. You're right. Get rid of them all. See, that's how they do it, though. They got nothing else to do. So
they're flooding
they 10 of them get on at the same time, and one says they're great. They're really not a troll. I wish you would unblock me. I'm trying to start probably just knows. I'm not a troll. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I don't believe it. Goddess, 1 year, 100 subscribers, but bad attitude. Okay. Goddess is definitely going to go.
There's other sites out there. You guys can just go there.
Yeah, why don't you guys just go someplace where children are, like playing in a sandbox, building sandcastles, tipping over the wet sand in a bucket.
You might not be allowed to go there, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You might not get it. Yeah, really weird. Oh, you came to warn me. Yeah. Well, nobody comes to warn me that I don't recognize. Yeah, ESP. I wish I had it. It's devil worship, Mark. ESP.
Yeah. Oh, devil worship. Yeah, you think.
And really, I think I'd remember somebody with 50 acres outside West Branch.
Yeah.
And they don't come in 50; they come in 40s. Here's another one trying to get up Snail Trail. Not happening. I listened to her chat a few minutes ago. They're all haters. Okay. Hey, Pug, you know how to do it. Just get rid of them, will you? Like, just block them for good.
Fire away, Pug.
Fire away, Hug. You know how to do it, don't you? Or just type the name and I'll get rid of them right now. Yeah, see, they just can't stand it. That, they can't get in here and cause trouble. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just, you don't want to be a jerk to someone trying to get up. That's my fault, too, for posting the link all the time. when you have these
Yeah.
stalkers come on so much, the way you're really supposed to do it is send the link to people that you know
Ahead of time, yeah.
ahead of
Or
time. But it's such a pain in the ass. And
and
Verizon quit their messaging the 9th. Hey, Dolly. And they have there's no good alternative texting. It's a fucking nightmare.
what do you mean? You got
Now Google has it. It's a nightmare. Ads. You can't. It doesn't give you a notice. Verizon can. They're texting. If anybody out there has Verizon, what did you do after they ceased texting operations on the 9th?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare, man. They're all terrible.
Oh wow. I go through my telephone provider. And
I wish I could, because it's a super pain in the ass. You can't I don't it's like people think I think they're getting texts or not. I don't get a notification. Like if 3 people text me and I read one, it's like off to the races because they're not highlighted on the other ones. I'm not going through a bunch of text when 99% of them I read. So why didn't you respond to my text? Well, it's because it's this bullshit Google crap now. I'd pay those fuckers way more than they're asking for extra space on a Gmail account just to have a text app work. And no one there's, it's such a pain in the ass,
Jeez.
Yeah. So I just, it's been a real super pain in the ass. So, well, Stephanie should have been home by now. And Callie was on her way driving home someplace. Maybe she was a long ways away, or she may be on here now. Oh, Swiss Miss. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good. Yeah, I don't think this. I think the simple truth. Well, you ought to change your name because you got to go bye-bye. And it's 40 acres, not 50. Not to say it's impossible, but it's unlikely. They always know with old senile Tom, you can throw something out about West Branch. You got a 50% chance of getting on, even though you're a stalker. Because I think I remembered you and I don't. I'm just trying to be polite. Oh, that's okay. I mean, David, that's okay. Now it's a full-time job. Anybody that comes up, any moderator, anybody that comes up and you don't remember the name, fucking can their ass. And if it's a new account, can them too. That's one crappy thing, that you can't do on this. We should be able to verify this right away.
Yeah.
And you can't. So it's kind of their fault. I love Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I used to think they were hot. But, as I've gotten older and watched like millions of hours of porn, been in every strip club, massage parlor, horror house in the United States, I don't think Marianne and Ginger are that hot anymore.
No, they not quite.
No, they're okay. But I wouldn't get a lap dance by either one of them, would you?
And when I was a teenager,
Yeah, I would too. That doesn't count. I'm talking about now.
No, I didn't.
No, you'll see 100 girls in the mall that look better. Neither one of them had any tits. Ginger kind of had a big ass. Marianne was flat chested.
But you know what? I'd take Marianne over Ginger.
Yeah, me too. Ginger seemed like fake. She almost looks trans.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. No, Marianne had a drinking problem. So
Yeah.
she was fun to be with.
Definitely.
Yeah, she died, I think. COVID got her.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, there's some people like that, but I remember thinking, I used to think who was the Charlie's Angel? The one that got caught shoplifting was married to Ryan O'Neal. Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
Died of colon cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's that good either.
Yeah.
I think Raquel Welch was super pretty. I had a guy tell me one time he had met Pamela Anderson in person. He said it didn't even look real. She was so beautiful.
Well, have you seen her recently?
No.
She doesn't wear makeup anymore.
Oh, God, no, I don't want to see her.
And she's 58, is it? Something like that?
She probably looks good for 50. I'll tell you, man, you can call me. If I had makeup for guys, I'd wear it. But I want women, they're going to get mad about this, but it's all right. You can unsubscribe if you really hate me. I want them to put on as much fucking makeup as possible.
As needed.
Yeah, it matters.
As needed.
It makes them look so much prettier. You know what I mean? I even think sometimes, like when I'll be talking to someone, be chatting to somebody in a Barnes and Noble or something, and they'll turn sideways, and I'll see this glow off their face, and you can see all the makeup they put on.
Yeah.
You think, man, this looks really good. This took a lot of time. I'd like to say something, but they just look good. But lately, these Hollywood people have been doing this like no makeup. Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Man, like you don't even recognize them. I can tell you this. This is unfortunately, 2 times this happened to me. Not once, twice. I saw Oprah without makeup.
Ooh.
Yeah, I blame everything on that.
Oh.
Yeah. First time, no bullshit. I thought it was a cleaning lady.
Wow.
It was in Barnes. It was in Borders Books on Michigan Avenue, right across where she was living. At the time, she lived in the back of the water tower.
Oh, yeah.
That's not nice to say, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, she, in her own way, she was kind of attractive when she was duded up on the show.
Yeah.
And I like that one lesbian that rides the bikes, Jillian something.
Right, yeah, everybody.
Really a beautiful woman, yeah. You know who's really starting to look strange is Ellen. She almost looks like a Santa's helper or something now.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of cute when she was 30. I'll tell you who was really cute when they were young, Katie Couric.
Yeah. Yeah,
And Martha Stewart was really pretty when she was young.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And believe it or not, I think up until lately, Nancy Pelosi didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
And neither did that one that was working for Trump that owns Amway, the DeVos family up in Grand Rapids.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, pretty. Nancy, Betsy DeVos, or who was the one working for Trump?
Ellen DeGeneres moved to England.
That?
Ellen DeGeneres moved to England. Eh?
Yeah, good. Stay there. She's pissed off Trump one.
Yeah.
Hope she never comes back. George Clooney, too.
Yeah, at least she didn't come to Canada.
Yeah, I don't ever want him back there. Yeah, she was a model. Yeah, really pretty woman. They say you'll never be made a bigger bitch in your life.
Which one?
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I heard that too.
People say they remind her of Leona Helmsley. The one they put away for tax evasion. That just.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yep. I mean, I don't think looks are everything, but it's hard to, you see people you're attracted to. What's wrong with that?
There's some people with just a little bit of makeup. That's all they need around the eyes or something like that.
Yeah.
Taking it on because you might have some blemish.
Yeah, she did, Doctor. You're right. Yeah.
Shame to me, especially like you said. You look at them sideways through the sunlight.
Yeah, just beautiful. That soft light in the morning going through a windshield at a stoplight.
And
I'll tell you who was super hot when she was young. Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she was.
God, man, just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And so was I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Yeah.
I used to think the lady that ran the ranch on, what was the one Hoss was on? Big Valley or whatever it was?
Yeah, that was Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza. I thought the mother was hot. I remember thinking as a young guy that Barbara Walters was kind of cute.
Ooh.
Yeah, when she was young?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my type.
I think so. And so was Jessica, what's her name? Bonanza. Jessica, what's her name? Savage, the one that drowned? The TV anchor? Pretty lady. Attractive.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know women think the same thing. I mean, I know women that think that about guys. But it just doesn't seem like the good-looking people are around like they used to be.
Yeah. It's different these days. I mean, it's not like we used to put them on pedestals, the pretty film stars and the pretty TV stars. They were singled out as beautiful and
I'll tell you another good looking one, the one that Robert Wagner drowned, Natalie Wood.
Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery from
super pretty. Yeah. And I don't even think the guys are as good looking anymore, like Roger Moore. I mean, Sean Connery is no Roger Moore.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you know what I mean? It just started going. This Pierce Bronson. I mean, he didn't even look like he should be a James Bond. Whatever happened to like good looking guys?
I know. Oh, what about the latest James Bond? Is it going to be a black woman?
Oh, probably. Trans.
No, just a black woman, I think is.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
This is real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody watches those. Lonnie Anderson. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson. I remember thinking that she looked to me like trans. like
Lonnie Anderson,
Lonnie Anderson. Yeah, when she married to Burt, what's his face?
Reynolds.
Yeah, I'll tell you who else is super pretty. Sally Fields.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, really good look, kind of innocent, like the girl next door.
You know who's not bad looking too? Still, she was married to Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, Bert and Ellie.
Yeah,
Yeah, she didn't do a thing for me.
she didn't. I thought her head was kind of big always.
Yeah, no, Susan Lucci's like that. It's got his head, horse head, they call it. And so's that Kelly Ripa. I mean, I don't know how she keeps her neck up.
Yeah,
A huge head on a little body.
I know. It's like an orange on a toothpick.
Yeah, no, right. Like I don't like big hands on women either.
Yeah, manly hands.
Yeah.
We
You
had
ever
a talk
seen that?
about that. Oh yeah.
Does that turn you off?
Oh yeah. Hairy, manly
How about
hands.
hairy forearms on a woman?
Ooh, yeah. You look in the right light and you see a pile of hair all felted over.
God, man. See, I turn it off. Kick the plug out.
James Bond. I want to know where that is.
She never won Poor Lady. Yeah, Susan Lucci. I wonder why. Yeah, that's all political bullshit too. I mean, look at some of these pervs like that one Jewish guy they nailed for the casting couch. That one perverted Jew guy. I mean, I wonder if that had anything to do with winning these awards. You better be glad that Mark and I aren't handing out the Emmys. Nobody'd win one unless they blew us on the couch.
That's right. There's a special.
Yeah, maybe she had morals.
We have a new selection process. We're trying here.
I mean, back in the day, the Kennedys, Weinstein, that's it. Yeah. I mean, the Kennedys drowned him. Drowned him, and Marilyn Monroe, they gave him drugs. I mean, Chappaquiddick. I do think that Willie, though, got a bad deal. He got a gold digger that, claimed rape on the beach. He ended up beating it, but he had to go through a lot of bullshit.
Who?
Willie, the dark-haired one, kind of looked like the guy from Mad Magazine.
Oh, okay. Alfred E. Newman.
Yeah, I think Julia Roberts, man. I thought she was cute and pretty woman, but man, all those fucking teeth.
Yeah, she got a huge mouth.
My God, I don't like that big mouth. Carly Simon too.
Yeah, they got similar.
And Cindy Crawford didn't do anything. She strikes me as somebody really hairy, like she'd need a Brazilian wax every morning.
Has to. It grows so fast.
Yeah, man, I don't really like that. But that's another thing. If you get in a relationship and it's going south, they'll start dropping off on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of women. You want to know the magic age in my biased opinion?
No.
When they just throw in the towel and they don't care. They're married. Their life's set. Nothing's going to change. They're content. I say 56.
Yeah, somewhere in there for some of them. Yeah.
Yeah, just get out of bed. Could care less. Makeup's all dried up in the thing.
Wear muumuus.
Yeah, and if they get an award at work, they'll put it on again. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is. I mean, if there's any way to keep that old fire burning.
Yeah, I think it's a two-way street too. I mean, if one party stops, and the other party's going to stop eventually.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think if the man lets go and gains 10 pounds, 15 pounds, there's nothing. The woman's going to sort of go, well, why can't I?
Hey, Conan, how you doing? Do you think a man has a better chance of not being good looking and being with a good looking woman than vice versa?
Not being good looking and being with a good woman than a woman.
Yeah, I mean, the old adage, it's not what you look like, it's what you whisper in their ear.
I think that men have better chance of.
Yeah, I do too. But I think that's just because of the way their brain works.
Well, yeah, I think it's also because men have other lures that women don't. Like that man that has that beautiful woman, and he's a dog himself, is probably wealthy, or is got a huge schlong on him.
They say that doesn't matter, which I think is a fucking lie.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing you can never really get out of women. They start, and if the husband's part of the conversation, he's a little dick guy, they're going to start talking about pain, and it's too big, and it's how you use it. Horse shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Holmes didn't become a superstar in porn because he had a 2-inch pecker.
That's right.
It's just like old ladies at topless bars, 60 and older. Special tonight, 2 for 1. The parking lot's empty. It's just the way it works. Although I've said before, there's a famous place in Atlanta, but that's more like comedy is real. Nothing wrong with it. But I do think men have a way of, like, their women's brains work differently. And I think, you got a shot at it, where women, I think it's really an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that it's one of those things that if a woman wants to be admired always and be wanted, then she's got to hold herself that way. Like, she's got to be appealing looking, and she's got to do those little things.
But what's the likelihood of anybody feeling this way for like 40 years? I mean, I just think it's like impossible. Yeah, it happens, I know, but
That's the marriage.
Yeah, like the thrill is there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying it. After 40 years of marriage, things are going to dry up a lot as far as the romance and hand holding, and like, we don't hold hands a lot and in public like we used to years ago, and
yeah,
you're just different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it.
But
yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just not. I mean, it's nice. I mean, to cross the road and grab your old lady's hand and walk across, or grab whoever you're with. Female.
Yeah, you said old lady.
Your old lady. That's my terminology for.
My mom used to get so mad at my dad for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too flattering.
No, I guess not.
Terry, then boycott. Oh, the boycott. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Anthony, I know you're busy, man. That's okay. Anthony says he's got a lot on his plate. He hasn't been able to come on the chats because he's so busy. That's okay. It's no problem. Yeah, but I think it's interesting. It's interesting to talk about these things, and it's just interesting to what other people have to say.
Definitely. I was hoping that we'd get some good stories.
I thought we would too. It seemed like we were gonna, but like Stephanie was gonna. She was running a half hour late. Callie got a hold about an hour ago. Yeah, I mean, you never know with these chats. You know what I mean? It kind of morphs off to different things. But if you knew a lot about her, you have one yourself. I warned them all week long. Hey, look, don't be divulging any secrets, man. I mean, how would you like to go on here and see your significant other talking about having an affair you didn't know about over bullshit, man?
That reminds me
of a free thing,
You know what I was gonna do? I was going to you had a few more people up here, so I was able to be up here and keep busy doing something else.
Yeah.
I was going to chime in as I was going to try and see if I could get past you, anyways, as a sock account, and I was going to ask you if I could come up and tell you my story.
Hi.
My husband. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you would have done it.
Yeah.
We got someone from New Zealand.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Mark? Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Did you know Blue, Mark?
No, I don't think
She's
I've
from
met
New Zealand.
No, I'm new around here. I need to apologise profusely to you. My router died yesterday, and I've been all day trying to plugging in all old routers. Nothing's working. Oh yeah, and I've been online with it. And you know what it's like when you're online with the internet company all freaking day.
Yeah.
And I've got an alarm going off, chosen one, my time, 3 p.m. And I'm thinking, I can't get on. My internet's down. The router's fucked. Sorry. I finally worked something out.
Would you go buy one?
Because I promised you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Did you go buy one?
No, I've got an old one that works, but unfortunately I know that old one doesn't work enough to where it actually reaches my daughter's room in the house, which is weird. But it works enough for now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's right. It works in the lounge. It just doesn't work in my daughter's room. I'll use that to get on because I needed to come. I promised you I would. And we made a time and everything, and I thought, oh my God, I'm panicking.
No, there was a
I'm
bunch of people.
sorry.
There were a bunch of people that were going to come on, but
I know. And then when I came over, I'm like, where's Michelle and Stephanie? I thought we were going to do a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, Mark, he straightened everybody out. We were both just talking about trying to figure out why things just kind of seem to die out after years. Funny you should pop up. I mean, you're single, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. You got a handle on that? I mean, well, why doesn't the romance go on forever? Do you know? You got any tips? Probably not. Have you thrown in the towel?
I think two people need to make an effort. You know, sometimes one person is wanting to make an effort. You know, you come to compromises. You want it to work. One person can't make it work. It has to be mutual. Do you know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Some people just give up. Do you know what I mean? And they don't want to put in the effort, and someone else is really wanting it. So sometimes it's heartbreaking when somebody doesn't want to try and the other does, or you just change, you grow. I was saying to Tom the other day that some people just don't really mature or move on in life, you know, being wise, mature, wanting new experiences or whatever, and someone in the relationship does. They're sort of going to do new things, meeting new people, you know, and just feeling isolated and stuff. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm rambling.
Yeah. So have you dated lately?
No, I'm not. No.
Have you thrown in the towel?
I'm done. Yeah, absolutely. I have. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah. There's totally light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hanging out for a grandchild one day, and I'll spread all my love onto that. And I've got animals, so
yeah, right, animals. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Well, I mean, life changes as you get older. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. I don't know what the secret is. Or I'd still be married. I tried it all.
I think communication and compromise.
Yeah, I always say that, but fuck, I tried that. I screamed as hard as I could.
Screamed, yeah.
I mean, that's what Michelle always says. All you got to do is communicate. I think it's more than that because we communicated. And then my lawyer communicated. How about this? Yeah. How about this? You just get tired of it. That's all. That's it. Simple as that. You get tired of it. It's like a job, a car, a house, a neighborhood, a state, a climate. Why would that be any different? And if you look at statistics worldwide now, we're not the only ones.
Can I just address the chat? I'm sorry. I hate missing the chat. Hi, Melanie. Nice to meet you.
We're looking for the magic bullet here tonight.
Yeah.
And Drifter Nomad.
Oh, yeah.
G'day, mate. And Frisky Minx, I'm in Wellington, the capital of New Zealand.
Yep. Yeah, you got any ideas on this? We're all looking for the magic bullet.
Silver one through the heart, isn't it? A silver bullet.
I mean, it's just, I think a lot of it is too. It's just you get smarter as you get older.
Oh, you do. You get wiser and you get pickier and you just can't be fucked. And it's tiring. You're tired. I can't be bothered putting in any more work into something that might not work out. It's going to be another waste of many, many years if it doesn't work out. And I don't want to waste my years anymore.
I think you said you're 55, aren't you?
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah. I think, too, I say all the time, I think a lot of it's just related to hormones. And when they're gone, you do things like I do, feed vultures.
Oh my God, do you?
Record the moon.
You do. You've got a good memory. Yeah, I was talking about, after a certain age, you definitely the hormones, the testosterone and estrogen reduce naturally. So you don't maybe want sex so much. So if you leave a relationship when you hit that midlife, I think,
Well,
and
you
all
can
the
take
hormones
supplements
have
again.
changed, like you can take supplements and you can have injections and all that to keep your libido and that. But sometimes once you're over the heartbreak, I don't know, you sort of think, I actually quite like being alone. I quite like not answering to anybody. And
Do
then you
you
get
really,
addicted to
though?
that.
Do you really like being alone, or?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Well, that's a
You
good
think
decision
it's
to come
you
to,
think it's
realization to come to. I
yeah.
mean, to know that, and then you can be comfortable.
Yeah. Did you throw out all your
Yeah.
vibrators and French ticklers?
Oh God, no. Never
See,
say
so
never.
they're still that smart.
Never say never.
I think what happens too is you get older, you just realize that the likelihood, so you don't want to invest too much in it because, it's so much different than when you're younger. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I just think, it's just a culmination of things. And that's why so many people that had like great marriages and their spouse died and they say they don't want to ever date again. It's not because, they feel guilty that their spouse died and it's someone else. They just don't have the urge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do it all over again from the beginning. Start over.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's all just in the animal world's the same way.
I could see that happen.
And I do agree with you, True Justice. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat as well as the panel. And it's when you get married, you don't marry just the person, you marry the family as well. So that can cause friction throughout the years, with kids and the work and economy and the family. Yeah, it's a really good point, True Justice. If the family didn't really accept you at the beginning, it can just get worse and worse sort of thing, nigglier and nigglier. And so those things are a problem too. In-laws and that, yeah.
I think so too.
It can be.
I don't like
some people are like it.
I don't like get-togethers.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Family get-togethers, I love
You've
them.
got to be on your best. You've got to be on your best behavior, and other family members tend to judge you. Yeah, I don't have any family left either.
Well, you got a daughter. I mean, it's keeping you busy. Now, does your daughter have a boyfriend?
No, she's on a no boyfriend. Yeah, she's been on it for a couple of years. She's only 24 too, so I'm really proud of her. Because she was doing the normal teenager thing, and they go for a boy. They spend a year or two, and then they go to the next one. That's what they like. But no, she put down it's a year of her, and then she's just carried it on too. Like I don't, need a guy. So I'm actually really happy for her because I was really worried there for a bit that she needed a boyfriend. Yeah, actually bothered me. But she did. Yeah. Yeah, and now I'm really, it gives me a sigh, of relief that she's done over a year of just not needing one. And now she's gone back to reading normal books, like reading books and stuff like she used to do way back when she was younger. And that's so nice as a mum to see her, just getting into books again and just her own time, me time. It's like, oh my God, I'm so fucking relieved because if I can't go, I know she can be by herself, like be happy by herself without needing a guy.
How do people her age over there meet guys now? Internet?
Oh, just, everything's social media. Yeah, that's how they do it. They don't meet like back in my day, we used to go to the nightclubs and the pubs,
Yeah.
You don't.
And that.
Man, I'm glad I didn't have to depend on that when I was young. I'd have probably never had a damn date.
Well, how did you find how did you find someone?
Well, it was easy when I was young. I mean, same thing you did, bars and college and jobs and clients and gas stations. I dated a lot of waitresses.
Yeah. But that was so nice, really. You just sort of naturally bump into someone and get talking and they sort of, give you the flutters a little bit. And it's like, you're a bit of a ride.
Yeah, and then it just yeah, I hear that from a lot of people. They're worried about it. There's no like place they can meet and socially now.
Well, my daughter meets guys still. Like she'll go out once in a while. She just went out for dinner the other night with a guy she had been chatting with. She chats for ages with them online though.
Yeah,
First, living in our area,
yeah,
and then they met up for dinner, and so she does it right. I think you've got to be in contact and be voice chatting and FaceTiming for a while, you know. She
yeah.
doesn't just do a one night
Get
hookup.
to know the person. Wow, it is done differently now.
Well, that's
Yeah.
how she does it. There's definitely people that are on Tinder and all that, and you know that they're swiping left and right for one night stands. Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
would never be doing that, and you just don't know who's on there for that and who isn't really.
Never know what you get.
Oh, you sure wouldn't, would you? Hi, Melanie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. You
Who's
know,
that?
Blue. She's from New Zealand. You know Mark over there in Canada,
Hi,
don't
Mark.
Hi, who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Mark's probably been on longer than I've been on. I think I've been on 10 years now, 9,
you? Really?
8. Yeah, something ridiculous, Tom.
Yeah, you've hit rock bottom. Congratulations. We were just
I
talking
know.
about, young people having a hard time meeting other than through like social media. I think that would be bad.
Yeah, that's horrible. And I agree. It's not the same anymore. Like in the 90s and 80s growing up, and
No.
we would have conversations and talk to each other and
I know, right?
find a
Yeah.
find a mate in person, and
Yeah.
I know, bump into someone at the bar while you're waiting to order your drink, and you're like,
Yeah.
hi, and then there's something that just makes you look back and they look back. That whole feeling of like
Yes.
starting to chat with someone, and it's like you're not there for it, but it's nice when sometimes you just bump into a stranger and start chatting in the bar, and that. It
Right.
was fun, it was good times. And it is sad that they don't really experience that now.
No, here it is.
Well-
Like I'm in the United States, Mark, Canada, you're in New Zealand. Same problem the whole damn world looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's done in
Yeah.
the computer. Now, Melanie, if you don't mind me asking, are you married?
No, I have a baby daddy. We've been together
Same.
14 years, and I have a 4-year-old son.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, actually, 2020, when he was born, I was like, oh, Tom, I'm pregnant with my son. Just telling everybody, the whole
Yeah.
chat room and everybody, because,
Oh, so
just
it was a
excited.
COVID baby. Is that right?
Yes. And
They
I
call
was,
them COVID babies, don't they? Because they came in a
Yes.
time of such years. So they're going to be quite
you.
historic.
Yes.
Like,
Taking over
were you
the
worried?
world.
Were
Yeah.
you extra worried about that? Having to go
Yeah.
to the hospital and coming into contact with people? Was that an
Yeah.
extra worry
Yes.
being a new mum?
Definitely.
Yes,
I had
I
that
was.
damn COVID. Did you
Yeah,
get that, Melanie?
Yeah.
It was, it's horrible.
Yeah, the
I
first time
actually,
I got it, I thought I
Yeah.
was going to die. I'm not
I
kidding.
You're
can
in
only
Cleveland.
imagine.
You're
Yeah,
in
but
Cleveland.
imagine being pregnant with a baby, and
Yeah.
you're not only wondering about yourself and your husband or your boyfriend, partner, or whatever.
Mhm.
You're wondering about this baby that's going to come out into this COVID world. Like, I'm so scared. Like,
Well-
it's already scary being a mum. Like,
It
being
was
pregnant.
funny. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I am thinking, I can imagine that must have been so scary to have that
Mhm.
added on top of this COVID shit. And people are dying when they go to hospital and all that,
Yeah.
I feel
When I
sorry.
was,
I feel sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad for those people.
when I was in the hospital, I could only have one visitor, and that only one visitor had to stay the whole time.
Exactly.
There was no leaving, and then all the nurses that were there around me, they're like, the COVID vaccine just came out, and they're like, oh yeah, we're not getting it. So it was really
Yeah.
weird hearing nurses say, they thought of this too
Yeah.
quickly or whatever the case was. And it was here in Cleveland, and they were just like, no, we're not getting that vaccine. And they're telling me, no, don't get that,
That would
especially,
scare me even more, actually, because it would be so conflicting. Like all the
Yeah.
messages are so damn conflicting. It's like
It
I don't know
was.
who to believe.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild times. And I was working at the time too, while pregnant, and
Oh
it was just
God.
really strange. What a strange time.
You ever go to Beechwood?
Yeah. Oh yeah. East side. Sure
Yeah,
do.
did you ever go to that Corky and Lenny's deli?
Yeah, you were telling me about that earlier.
Going out of business. Hard to believe.
Yeah, a long time they
Yeah.
were there, and Woodmere, and
Yeah, Woodmere.
they a lot of things have changed. I know everywhere with COVID, but a lot of really great restaurants and everything have shut down, and
Yeah, everywhere.
yeah,
It's a huge
yeah.
problem. It's like
Yeah,
that over
up
there,
here
Mark?
too. Yeah. We had a lot of restaurants shut down.
Lots of people aren't going out for lunch anymore. I think it's because it costs too much.
Oh, it's so expensive. Even just a coffee. I can't believe what people
Yeah.
pay for just
I
a
know.
coffee out.
Yeah.
Like, why? I mean, for me, it's a treat. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would be a once in a blue moon treat, but people get those things every day, if not twice a day or something. It's like, oh man, if you put that money aside. I'm like that, I'm like such a mum. It's like, oh, if you put that money aside, you'd be surprised how much that saves.
That's
Oh, I
very
know.
true.
Plus, it's
Very
like not good like it used to be.
No,
I mean,
not
the
at all.
restaurants have changed so much.
They really have.
I mean, places
Yeah.
that were great for like 40 years, man. Now they got like bad
Yeah.
ratings. They open late. And everybody claims,
Closing.
I don't know if it's like that in New Zealand and Cleveland, that you can't get employees anymore.
No, or not at all. Everything's a revolving door with everybody here, and things are shutting down. And restaurants, like you said, that have been here for many years that are closing. Rather because I don't know. I'd hate to say lack of business or employees just not
Yeah,
wanting to
everything,
work.
man. It's like
Yeah,
everywhere. That COVID really screwed a lot of things up, that's for sure.
it really did.
Yes, it's gonna go. Yeah, be in the history books on it for sure. And for love, 40 is that USD, like US dollars? 40 US
Yeah, that's
dollars for
nothing.
two large
That's easy to spend
pizzas?
$40 on 2 pizzas.
US dollar. Oh my God, that's so
Yeah,
expensive.
crazy.
Yeah.
Holy, but that's US dollars. I'm trying to convert that in my head and it's like, oh wow. But
But
I'm with Terry. Get gas station coffee, $1. Yeah.
yeah, I get it. I mean, I do get Starbucks sometimes. Because
Starbucks is good.
yeah. You go to those, Melanie?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is
They're good.
nicer.
What's that?
It's nicer.
Yeah, it is.
Can you replicate it at home though?
No,
if
no.
you're really
it's funny you
into
should say
it.
that.
No.
I don't think they have the greatest coffee, but I just
Yeah, I
bought
wouldn't
a
want to try
Starbucks
to.
yesterday, and I made it this morning. And it's like you'd never know it was some Starbucks.
Mhm.
But a lot of that subcontracted stuff outside the restaurant, California Pizza, lots of them, it's not. They have somebody making it for them. I mean,
Right.
you wouldn't think that'd happen with coffee beans, but it doesn't taste like Starbucks coffee to me. But I got a Mickey Mouse coffee maker.
Aw.
They actually brew it with that big thing, and it's hot, so that could have something to do with it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it could have something to do with it. So you live on the west side, Melanie?
Yes, I'm on the west side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the west siders stay on the west side, the east side on the east side.
That's about it, isn't it?
And then maybe we get together downtown.
Yeah, how's
Yeah, that's
downtown
about
holding up down there?
Oh, well, about the riot that they had and everything, and it's a couple places closed down, and but the flats are, up. They're trying to be up and coming. It was like a ghost town back after, gosh, the 2008 when the economy crashed
Mhm.
the first time, and but yeah, it's they're building. They're building. I mean, I just took my son to the history museum, and they've just remodeled the inside. It's beautiful. So they're definitely putting money into Cleveland.
Oh, do they make a big deal out of Christmas down there downtown?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Big fireworks display and light up Tower City and everything. Yeah, it looks really nice.
You taking Bichette Aquarium yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've been there a couple of times. It's small, but it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there a few times. I love
Mhm.
all those old places. You ever go to Cleveland Clinic?
Great town. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I mean, people from all over the world go there.
Yeah, that's a great hospital.
You heard
Really
of that,
is.
haven't you, Mark? Cleveland Clinic?
No, no.
Yeah, it's like a
No?
world famous hospital in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, the
Have you ever heard of it,
Cleveland-
Lou?
I have now that I think about it.
Sorry, no,
You ever
I
heard of
haven't heard
Cleveland
that
Clinic?
ever. No, I haven't
Yeah.
heard that at all. I know that. I mean, you've got a couple of really well-known hospitals and facilities that I know over here, but no, I've never heard that one.
Yeah, no, people from all over the world. A lot of Arab people go there for some reason.
Money.
Yeah. They have one in somewhere over there now, too. And they have another one in Florida, but I guess they're not as good. They say, but they're Cleveland clinics. They're just like, they do that with a lot of things. Disney World, all of them, Disneyland. And it doesn't seem like anything's ever as good as the original.
Well, what came
Oh,
first,
that's
Disneyland
the
or
case
Disney
with
World?
so much. Sorry.
What's that, Mark?
What came first, Disneyland or Disney World?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the one in Florida, isn't it?
Ooh, good question.
Disney World.
I lived down there and I never been to it.
Really?
No, but people I know, I remember as a kid, I don't even know anybody that went to Disney, anything when I was a kid. Nobody went there.
I've
But
been there
I
twice.
got an
I'm
adult,
in Canada.
people thought it was a big deal. They had Disney cruises and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. My grandfather was a sign maker and he made signs for highways, and Disney wanted him to come work for him back in the 80s, but at the time they offered him $10.50 an hour, and he was making more than that with the company, so he didn't.
Wow.
No kidding, huh?
50
Yeah.
sounds like a huge amount back in the
Yeah.
80s.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be a big paying
Wow.
job, sign making.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a guy
he
up
was.
in West Branch inherited it from his dad, and they did like crazy numbers. Like,
Wow.
Oh, so do
Small
you come
business, they did
from
like 20 a
money,
year.
Melanie? No, I'm just kidding.
No, definitely not. No.
I know there was good money in that though. Like big places in Detroit, they did it for like 3 generations, and they made like crazy money. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
big,
he
good
was
old
talented.
signs you'd see in front of restaurants. It's not really like that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the beauty of life, as people that have the entrepreneurial skills to see a niche in the market and they jump on it quickly,
Yeah,
and I think good on them. Like, seriously, how can you be mad at that?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. Yep. Yeah, it's but I know it's a lucrative business but you don't see places getting signs like that anymore. And like I
No.
go to Tractor Supply, which is a chain, and their sign's crappy. You couldn't get away with that like 40 years ago. You had to redo it, get a new $50,000 sign. But people aren't doing that like they used to. They don't want to put all that crazy money into a sign when, sales are low.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's because, like I was saying earlier, is like online shopping was a thing before COVID, but once COVID hit, it just went out of control. And I mean, you sort of got to wonder, I don't know. There's a part of me that sort of went, at the minute I just said that, made me think, oh, was that made to be like that? I don't know, that would to be online. But once you started buying everything online because you weren't allowed to go to the freaking shops, I think it just stayed.
Yeah.
So sadly, why pay for a billboard for a company that there's no foot traffic anymore?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. No, it's nothing, man. Yeah, look at the Magnificent Mile. I lived down there for a while too, and that was a super famous place, and it's half empty now. Boy, it was
Sad,
foggy out.
eh?
I see the moon out there now. Beautiful moon tonight. I thought it was supposed to be cloudy all night tonight. It's
What, you
nice.
got a hole in
like
your rooftop?
80%, something like that. It's crystal clear. It was raining here a little while ago when I first came on.
Are you outside or do you have a hole?
I'm
in your-
inside, but I'm sitting in front of those big windows,
Oh, yeah.
which is why I look so white when I'm doing it in the daytime.
Yeah.
And I just happened to notice. It's like, my God, that's the moon. Yeah, beautiful.
How
Good
you like
night,
sleeping
Conan
in your
Day.
place?
Conan Div, sorry. Good night.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I'm going to sign off too. I didn't think we were getting this tonight. I'm going to go up and set out my GoPro cameras. And I told Marty's not around. I'm going to go let out his dogs. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night tonight and a good day tomorrow. I appreciate you coming on. We
Take
ended up not
care.
talking that much about fairs for some reason, but that's how
No,
it goes.
cheating
No.
and that. Here's me stressing all day about getting online with the alarm going off. And I'm like, I know, I need to
Well,
get
we'll
this
catch it
internet
another night. That
going.
happens a lot. I appreciate you coming on, Mark. And thank you for coming
Well,
on.
thank
I
you.
didn't think you ever would. Blue,
Hey, no
thank
problem.
you.
No worries.
I wanted
Nice
to
to
ask
see
you,
you,
Tom.
All right,
Melanie. Nice
Angela,
to
take care.
meet you,
What's that,
Mike.
Mark? Hey, Mark, put a link to
Mark,
your channel.
sorry.
Put a link to your channel,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Put a link
Okay,
to
I
your
wanted to
channel.
ask
Put
you.
a
So
link to
you're
his
sleeping
channel.
in the new house now, right?
Yeah, I'm in the new house. I've been over here a couple months, 3 months, something like that.
You've been sleeping there?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. How is it in the new place?
good. Like it. Only thing, it's like, I got those 15-foot ceilings,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
the damn thermostat is coming on all the time. There's all the hot air going tall. I got ceiling fans on.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that much of a cold winter, but it's turned out to be a pain in the ass. Yeah,
But
thank
they're
you.
getting a draft, and they're turning on.
No, I just got to keep the damn heat up so high to be down this low. I mean, 15-foot ceiling's nuts. It's great in the summer because all the
Yeah.
hot air goes high.
Right.
In the winter, it's like costs you a fortune to heat this fucking place. I don't mind it that much, is that you can hear the damn furnace coming on all the time. Like one
Right,
guy in
it's
this
working
place,
hard.
stupid putting that much heat in here. I
Yeah.
put like an electric heater next to my bed.
Yeah, you're better off maybe.
Yeah, and I leave the thermostat at 65.
Just
This is the downside of 15-foot ceilings.
Yeah, but you know what? You got more hot weather than cold weather.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's not that long. Yeah, you're
So
right.
you put up with it for a short little period. And
Yeah, I did turn them the other direction. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does a little bit. 15 foot's 15 foot. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Blows
nice
it
to
all
look
out.
at.
Yeah, nice to look at. Yeah, exactly right. But you pay dearly for it when you're trying to eat it.
But I'm surprised. How many ceiling fans do you have?
I got a lot. I mean, but that's still not like having a lower ceiling. It does blow it around, but the thermostat is like at normal height.
Yeah.
And you're always going to be kind of cool here, or you're going to kind of overheat that space. It's one or the other.
Maybe you can move the thermostat.
I thought of that, but I do need it like, at desk level warm. Who cares if it's 72 at 12 feet?
What if you put it off in your bedroom? The thermostat.
Well, I thought about doing that too, but it's still. I thought about shutting them off and just putting it in my thing. I still got, I still should fool with it. I'm just being sloppy about it, but it's not good heating this design.
Yeah.
When you get cold weather.
No.
We had like a week of 23.
It.
The goddamn thermostat was coming on all the time.
Huh.
I mean, it hardly shuts off when you're trying to keep it at 70, let's say, at, what would typically be a 12-foot ceiling or a 10-foot ceiling. It's a pain in the ass, but, overall it works. It's just, this is like the bad time of the year for me.
Where did you put the furnace? Is there a room?
That's upstairs, believe it or not, over in the garage. They do that now.
On the upper level of the garage.
I mean, the air conditioner's outside, but the furnace is inside up in the, the garage is 15 feet too.
Right.
And that's up there. You gotta get on a big ass ladder.
Loft.
Yeah.
Do you have a generator?
No, because power doesn't go out that much.
No? Okay.
I don't care that much about it. Usually I can just wait it out. Now, we did get nailed for 3 days when that weird ass storm came and wiped out half of Augusta.
I've been through that before. 3 days.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, everything goes bad in the refrigerator.
Remember back in the early 2000s, the entire Ohio power grid went out?
Yeah.
Did you get affected by that?
No.
Not where you were?
But those big ass tropical storms that come up from Florida, man. I mean, that was like the worst thing they'd ever saw that came through Augusta.
Yeah.
And it fucked up this place too. I mean, we didn't have power for like 3 or 4 days. There's places in Augusta didn't have power for 2 months.
Wow.
I know. Now you can get away with it this time of year. Like right now, I think it's like 58 out, which is not bad. Now it's not that big a deal. But when you get down to those 23 nights, which aren't that often,
Yeah.
man, it's like that furnace is going on and off all the time. Of course it is.
Yeah.
You know, you got all this hot air up there and it's cold down here because it's all rising.
Yeah.
And even though you got a big ass ceiling fan blowing it the other way, that's not like having a lower ceiling.
No, it's
Diesel
not.
heater. Yeah, I don't need it that much, or I would. I mean, if this happened all the time, if I had a 15-foot ceiling in Michigan, which would be crazy to do, I would have something like that. This is just the downside of tall ceilings. Now, they look good. It's good in the summer. But for the couple of cold nights, weeks you get in the winter, you pay dearly for it.
You know, when it gets really cold here, my furnace is on and off constantly. When it gets like -2, -3.
Yeah.
4.
So, you know, you could not, and I got like the, you know, state-of-the-art insulation spray foam.
Right.
But, you know, I got tons of glass. That's the downside of tons of glass, too. And even though they're good windows, they're not the best, but they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not insulating giant windows all across the whole front of the house like you would with regular windows that were smaller.
Right.
You know, it's not like insulation in a wall or spray foam in a ceiling.
No.
So it kind of adds up, you know.
For sure, especially if you have a lot of big windows.
Yeah, I got a lot of big windows.
A lot of energy that way.
Yeah, lose a lot of energy. Yeah, it's like not good this time of year. This is definitely the bad time, you know.
Yeah, but again, it's so short for you that.
Yeah, right. Yep.
It's what, 2 months?
Yeah, no, they're saying now that
January?
Atlanta might get snow over Christmas, which happens like every 15 years.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't care.
So you see it too?
Yeah, if Atlanta gets it, probably will, like a sprinkling. Now, if you get 200 miles north of here, that's where the mountains of Georgia are. Fuck, they get like 12 inches and shit.
Right.
They shut down that Smoky Mountain or whatever they call it, Smoky something National Park all the time during the winter. Shut it for a whole week.
Really, because of snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
People at Algonquin Park, our big national park that's close by, is open in the winter. People go winter camping. They make igloos and they camp in them.
Yeah, no, yeah. I noticed I've gotten older. I'm way more sensitive to the cold.
Yeah, I do. It pisses me off.
I notice sometimes like I'll lay around in bed and stuff waiting for it to get 60.
Yeah, I know.
I used to really like the cold weather, but man, I just don't like it like I used to.
I know. I don't.
And if it's like 35 or something, I'm like wear longer underwear and stuff.
I do. I put on that long.
Yeah, me too.
In November, and I take it off in whatever, right? May.
Yeah. Yeah.
The black spandex sports pants.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Cold.
You got it.
All right. Well, hey, have a good day tomorrow, Mark.
Okay, you too, Tom.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, bud. I'll take care, right?
All right. See you, Anthony, Drifter, Terry, Pug, Frisky.
Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.